Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, set. Green Knights, right.
They'll start on the ground. Hall up past the 30. Second down coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Green Knights, hey, 10.
Here's Fields. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Right.
Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 58,
Fields throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Green Knights, here we go, set.
Here's Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They run for the first time with James Cook. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Allen going to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, Spike. 19 winning. Here we go. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
551, go. Press,
Back to throw, Fields. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right. Go.
Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Austin McNamara now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. They bring the pressure, and a very short kick. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Next to score, Bills 7, Jets nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Green 19,
Straight ahead is Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Out right, he's got Rucker. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
Don't jump. Ready? Green light, judge. Right.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it second down and 11.
Here we go. 331.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Complete. Smith has it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again is Fields. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Shedding the tackle. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey,
oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 34 yards to gain that time. Another first down.
this has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 3-19, guys, net. Go.
Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
Dancing to his left. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready? 222, 222.
From the gun, here's Fields. Throw left side, complete. That's Wilson. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Hey, Ted. Here we go. 3-19,
Back to the ground with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Samuel on the quick throw. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. On the move past the 40. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Cook up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this down inside the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Allen. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
42-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Move the game. Hey, Monday. Right.
Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3-19, just done. Right.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. A give running right is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's try. Here we go. Hey, 10. Come on, shot. Right.
They'll run with Allen. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle on the play by Christian Benford. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
10. Right.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. To throw is Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen going to throw. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Allen. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ron Gardner got downhill quickly and stuck him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Allen. That's caught right side by Palmer. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That's again complete to Palmer. The 20. 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go. 3-19, can I see that? Right.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches at the 45-yard line.
One play action. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Crunch. Green 19. Good.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. A shotgun snap. Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Green 19. Good.
They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Here we go. 19 seconds.
Fields going to hold on to it. Davis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal.
Here we go. Green 19. Good.
Here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here we go, son. Come on, son. Hey, can. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Full connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
35-yard line.
Second and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Cook out of the gun. And some room to run now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 76 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Given 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. To the air, Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bills passing game, get him down the field. They've got another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Davis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On play action, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. It is intercepted at the goal line. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Back to throw. Fields. It's caught at the 10. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught by Palmer. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You'll just be able to put out one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. To throw is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Allen. Flush to his right. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Don't jump. Ready? 222. Go.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 319.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
319 just cut.
Now Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
When I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset, this is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you